think also coaches of the challengers, but these are not sort of official games of this particular challenge. But they are streaming as well. I'm sure the links are somewhere to be found. Again, at least this is Surya Ganguli, very strong grandmaster, 2650 plus, and many several times successful second of Anand in World Championship matches, and a very strong theoretician. So I think I'm going to play something a bit offbeat here in the modern. Bishop e3. Okay, we'll go a6. Oh, a4. Sure. Maybe after a4 I can go with knight f6 and transpose to a Pearce type of position. I had something similar against somebody like Knightage, maybe? Played something similar. One thing I'm sure about is that Ganguli knows what he's doing in the opening, so he probably knows this better than I do. Okay, now I'll put the knight on b4. That's one of the ideas of going a6, that the knight and then a4, that the knight can sit on b4 without being kicked with a3. Now I guess I'll go e6. Try and break the center open. I'm not sure I love his last two moves. He gave me a target to latch onto on d5, and a5 may just be a bit too slow. Rook on a4 I think is also not great. I think I'll take the pawn. e5, I'll go knight e8. Yeah, this looks good. Bishop d7 now. Yeah, here he's threatening bishop b6. I could start calculating lines like rook c8, bishop b6, bishop c3, queen g5, but I just want to sack the exchange instead. Because I think with his backwards development and weirdly developed pieces in general, I think I must have great compensation here. And if he doesn't take the exchange, I'm going to go rook c8 and knight c4. So regardless of what he does here, I think he doesn't have it easy. Okay, we'll take back, obviously. And there's no really convenient response here. After knight f3, he had to deal with bishop c6. Queen f3, obviously, there was bishop c6. And rook h2, there was at least bishop e5. So he had a difficult choice there. Now, after knight c4, I think he may consider, yeah, that's what I thought he would do, just chop that one off. And wow, he continues to play very concretely here. But I don't like bishop g5 actually. I can just go f5, activate the rook, and stuff should start falling here pretty soon. I think d6, b2, f3, they're all pretty bad weaknesses. I'll go queen b8, attacking both d6 and b2, and also threatening rook e7 followed by queen h2. I need to know when to let go of the right click. That's where the problems with the arrows stem from. But now I think this will open up the position, and he shouldn't be able to survive for very long here, I think. Take on f3, and just everything is collapsing at this point. So Surya has the problem that he's probably trying to entertain his stream as well here, and as you can see in some of my games, that particular multitasking can go both ways. I think rook c3 wins. There's queen f4, queen b1, knight c1, h6. Looks safe. Also, I can just keep it very simple actually. Just take and take. And then take again. And he should have next to no chances here. Unless I blunder mate. Oh boy. Seriously. Seriously. Did I just find the only way to blunder this? I think I may have. Okay, that is annoying. Knight g7, he has bishop f6. Okay, he has it here as well. Okay, sure. Try and flag him then. Problem is I have to keep track of so many possible checks here. It's pretty hard. Oh, he has queen c5. Damn it, damn it, damn it. And he's pretty fast as well. Oh. Is he joking? Is he joking? I don't know. I don't know. Is he choking? Yes! He choked! That was a nice flag. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. He should have won that one. What can I say? This has not been very educational. Unless you want to learn how to dirty flag, then it's been at least somewhat educational. Okay, last game of the day against Arthur Kogan and David Martinez. Apparently they're doing a combined Spanish stream. And at least Arthur is one of the coaches for the challengers. He's has a very good reputation as a coach for sure. Okay. Anyway, we got d4. Let's go. Last game of the day. And we're gonna have another Benku gambit. Oh, queen c2. What do you do here? I think you take. Then for some reason... Is e5 strong here? Is that why he goes knight f3? No, he was just trying to confuse me. It looks a bit weird that he, instead of taking the pawn on a6, he's just given taking on b5 and taking on a6. He's just it's just chosen not to win the pawn, but his argument is that he has quicker development and that he's not had to give up any pawns on... he's not had to give up any... what am I saying? He's not given me an extra open file on the A file. And now, I think he can go, for instance, b3 here. Yeah, I'm way too tired at this point. It's probably a good thing that this is the last game. I mean, I lost my speech a couple of hours ago. Since then, it's been It's been a pretty incoherent rambling and dirty flagging. That's been the whole content, to be honest. What do I do here? Bishop g4. Bishop g4, there's knight d2, and I kind of go knight d7 then. Knight d7, he has e5, which is annoying me. Maybe knight b6 just wasn't a good move. Okay, we'll go knight e8 to c7 instead, but I don't love it. But at least now I'm preparing in case of e5 to go knight c7 and put pressure on this one. Yeah, now I think I'll have to go bishop b7, which looks awful, into this pawn, but at least I'm preventing e5 for the moment. And I may have plans of going queen d7 and then f5, breaking everything open. So it's not like my position is devoid of ideas. Even if I'm what was I saying? Okay, so he wants a5, driving the knight away, and then e5. Can I do too much about that? Probably not. I can play a5 myself, but then I give up the b5 square. I think I'll go bishop a6 instead. Okay, we'll chop it off. It's fine by me. f5 still doesn't work. Let's try and activate this knight then. I got ideas of c4 and also knight b4. Spending too much time. This is when it's gonna be a scramble, I think, eventually. Let's go knight a8 and then knight c7. I think that was a better square than c8. He's sacking a pawn. Okay. I'll gladly capture your pawn, sir. Knight c7. He does have compensation, but I don't think I'm worse. We'll take it. Yeah, I think he's just doing way too much at this point. This doesn't work at all. Queen f5. Protecting everything. Well. And I'll just keep grabbing pawns. It's a little bit like my game against Gukesh in that sense. Okay, we'll just trade. Queen g4 and then rook d2. Knight d5, and we're 3 pawns up and c pawn is running. So that's okay. We'll go h5. I don't want to give him, even gonna give him a check. Okay, rook c8, knight c3 to a2 or e2. Take it. Okay, he lost some time, but obviously, that was more than enough to win. Okay, people, I'm done. I had 5.5 hours of commentary today and 2.5 hours of Banter Blitz. I think some of the games were really of good quality. I think a lot of the young people, they played really well, and some even hustled pretty well. Um. Anyway. So are any of my mods here? Who's streaming? Who can I possibly raid? Because last time I didn't raid, and I ended up rebooting the stream to raid Penguin, which in itself was fine. It's just that rebooting the stream to raid is unprofessional, to say the least. Are the Chess Bros streaming? Somebody mentioned them. There are just a bunch of names here. Okay, now there's just spam. Okay, so we're gonna give one of our mods, I think, a lot more than she can handle. One of our 2 mods, or maybe there are 3. Okay, good luck, Alan.